Are those looms behind you? There's a massive, massive wooden loom behind you that looks like it could be 800 years old. I don't know.
It's literally looming.
Yeah, it's looming. Thank you. I think that's where looming comes from.
It must be.
Yeah. So what's going on, Julia? Who are you? Where are you? Why are you? And when are you?
Hello. My name is Julia. I'm calling from Ithaca, New York, which is kind of random. I moved here from LA, and I have this studio, and I actually have 2 looms behind me. So it's 2 big looms that are looming right now.
Okay, it's funny because I know so little about looms that it just looks like one giant loom. I can't see where one loom starts and the other one begins, but it's very impressive and very cool looking.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm a little obsessive about weaving. I love weaving, which is kind of insane. It's a lot of equipment though that you need on this level.
Okay, let me ask a couple of questions quickly. So you use the loom, what would you call yourself? You wouldn't say I'm a weaver. What would you call yourself?
I would say I'm a weaver.
Okay. All right. I didn't know if you preferred textile, technician, I just don't know what terms you prefer, and I want to use the term you prefer.
Yeah, I think weaver is a good term. I would introduce myself as, hello, I'm a weaver.
Okay.
I think a textile technician is more so, because I'm also a textile engineer in my day-to-day normal life, and the technicians are the ones that operate kind of big machines.
Got it.
I do that too. But.
You do that as well, but this is more of you in your hobby phase, would you say? Because you've got this giant loom behind you that looks very old school, and you're wearing a very beautiful, colorful scarf, I believe, or a blanket.
Yeah.
Yeah, or poncho. I don't know exactly what it is, but it looks gorgeous. Did you make that?
Yeah, I did. Thank you. Yeah, it's a blanket. It's my cozy blanket. It's kind of cold in here. But yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say I'm a hobbyist either. I went to school for weaving, for textiles, and I am very, very obsessed about textiles. If I could be successful in this, then this would be my life. And I wouldn't need the day thing.
Well, I think when you describe yourself as obsessed, that is the key to being really good at something.
I would hope so.
So the fact that you're obsessed with weaving probably means you are pretty good at it. I can't even begin to know what goes into setting up a loom because they look impossibly complicated. The loom behind you, just the idea that you would know how to put the different, you use yarn, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See, I know some things.
Yeah.
You use different colored yarns and then you have to figure out how they interlock using the loom. Is that right?
That's the most fun part. That part is what gets my brain just like so happy. But what's really cool about weaving is that weaving is actually the origin of modern computing.
What?
It is.
What?
Yeah, it's.
You can watch pornography on a loom?
Oh, geez.
Well, I'm sorry. Is there another use for a computer?
Or a loom?
Many times I've seen a loom and I've tried. What's going on? And then I get frustrated. This isn't sexy. I'm sorry, Julia, you seem like a cool person, and I totally flew this thing into the gutter immediately.
Yeah.
And I not only apologize to you, I apologize to the weaving community and everyone in textiles.
Yes.
But
And
We'll accept
pornography.
okay. So what do you mean the loom was the beginning of the computer?
And what you're talking about, how the threads interlock with each
Yes.
other.
Mm-hmm.
You either are lifting the thread or lowering the thread,
Mm-hmm.
1 or 0. So
It's
Oh.
binary. It's binary.
yeah, the punch card system was invented by a weaver. I actually have
I didn't
This-
know that.
I didn't
thing
either.
right there is essentially a punch card. And this modern technology and computing was invented from the operation of weaving.
That's I mean I did not know that,
Yeah.
and it makes perfect sense.
Mm-mm.
It's binary. It's this or that, and then you need a menu. You need something to tell you what the sequence is, and you work off of that. And I didn't know that the punch card, which basically was what when I was a kid, around the time I'm being born, 63, 64, 65, all computers work off of a punch card. until we move beyond that. But that's amazing.
Yeah, it's so cool. I'm just so obsessed with it. I've been really focused because I have a solo show opening in a week from now. So I've just been in here every day, weaving.
Oh, let's go.
Making fabric.
Is it going to be in Ithaca?
Yeah, you're welcome to come. It is going to be in Ithaca.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we get in a car and start now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're going to drive.
7 days.
The three of us.
7 days? What are you talking? No, it's not.
Well,
that's not
when I
7
drove from
days.
LA to Ithaca, it took 7 days.
I've done coast to coast in 3.
No.
What?
I didn't sleep.
I was by myself.
I was like 20 something. I was insane.
That's crazy.
I was a crazy person. And I talked to myself the whole time.
You were by yourself?
I was by myself.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And there were some crimes committed along the route, which have never been solved.
Mm.
Okay. So I'm not, 3 was a little much. I'm going to say it was 4.
Okay. That's still not.
I drove slow.
Oh.
Okay.
Might have been 5.
You guys are all being too conciliatory here. Just stick to your original stories.
I know,
We're
I
losing
know.
the drama.
Okay. I did it in 2 days.
Okay, that's better. That's better.
I did 110 miles an hour, and I hauled illegal beer across state lines as I was being chased by Smokey.
You know, you got my number.
You bet I do. As played by Smokey, of course, played by Jackie Gleason. Anyway, Julia, I'm taking you down a bad road, and I apologize. You have a show coming up. Is it a competition? Do you have to beat other people? You seem like you'd be very competitive about weaving.
Do you think, is there competitive looming?
I bet there is.
Well, actually, yeah, there is. But I wouldn't say my show is competitive. My show is like an art show.
Oh.
I went to art school for weaving, so I've been doing that. But there are competitive weaving. Actually, there is a sheep and wool festival where every year they have a sheep to shawl competition of how fast you can shear sheep, get the wool, spin the yarn, make a shawl.
Does
It's
anyone
crazy.
ever win really quickly, but then they realize that the sheep is pretty much just wrapped around the person's neck? they
didn't fully shear it?
They kind of half sheared it, and then it's like, then they'll quiet. We almost won.
Is there juicing in looming competitions?
Yeah, can you juice? Can you inject yourself with something that makes you operate the loom so much faster?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do they
That's
drug
a really
test?
good question.
Do they drug test in looming competitions?
I can't answer that question. but I
Oh,
would
someone
imagine that
sounds
there
pretty
are.
I know.
guilty.
I hope not,
Well,
she's
well.
thinking.
Yeah, you know what I noticed?
I mean, well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
My loom actually, the one in the back has a computer attached to it. So my loom actually is faster than that of the normal weaver.
That's okay. That's
Where
all right.
and when is this
So-
sheep to shawl thing?
We gotta
Yeah,
go.
I
I
know.
want to go. And by we gotta go, I don't think we're going. But when is it? When is the sheep to shawl? So
And
I'll make
where?
sure that we're not there.
Well, I think there are several around the country, but the biggest sheep and wool festival is in Rhinebeck, New York.
I know
just
Rhinebeck. They have an
in
air show.
Hudsonville.
They have an air show there.
Well, they also have the sheep and wool festival there.
Oh, is this ever aired on like
Yeah.
ESPN 18?
ESPN,
I don't
ESPN
know.
77.
It'd be cool if it did. Maybe PBS,
So
honestly.
let's not be mean now. Or CNN.